texting, you be cheesing. Cause you my rider with no seat. So you gon' ride the kid with no seat belt. She gon' make that money, she don't need help. She got that water, no seat. Shell, hot 6, drive, no V12. Beat it with a passion show.
My YouTube channel. It's your girl Marley here, and I'm here with my very first YouTube video ever. And I'm actually kind of really excited for this. I really do hope that I could do this like every day. I could see myself doing this like every day and doing vlogs and challenges and story time. And actually today, for this very first video, is actually a story time. I actually had you guys on Twitter vote, should I do a story time or a Q&A for my first YouTube video. I had 70 votes for story time, so story time obviously won. I left it up there for a day and story time won. Then I did another poll of what should it be about, which story should I do, the one about my 3 used to be friends smashing on my exes, or me getting caught having sex by the police. Surprisingly, the one with my friends smashing on my exes, that's the one that everybody voted on. But I really wanted to talk about how I got caught having sex with the police, because I think that's a very interesting video and it could help a lot of you guys to stop having sex in the car. But I think that's never gonna stop. I think people are always gonna do it. But I know you're thinking like, then what was the point of having a vote if you were just gonna go ahead and do that one anyways? Just to see what everybody wanted to see, because I don't mind putting myself out there of embarrassing myself to the world, because I think people know about the story. And I asked the person who was a part of this story to, if it was okay for me to even talk about it, and he was like, yeah, go for it. He's like, I think it's gonna be a good video, and I was like, people will be very interested to hear about getting humiliated by that. So I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna use his name in it. I'm gonna use a different name. So one night, I'm not even gonna tell you the time span, just know this was a couple of years ago, and me and Bobby we're friends for a while now, and we started out, when we became friends, I thought he was a catfish. I thought he was a catfish because, you know, when you see somebody that looks really, really good and you're looking like moi, you're not gonna think anybody that good is gonna talk to you. So he hit me up on Instagram and he was just like, hey, you're cute, and we started texting, and then I was like, FaceTime me so I know you're real. And he did, and he's real. So, and I met him in person. But that was like a long time ago when we were talking. That's when we were talking, and we, you know, when you're in the talking stage, you guys are all booed up talking every night, FaceTiming, texting, all of that 24/7. We were doing that for a while, and then we like stopped because he ended up getting a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend. I was like, all right, I'm leaving you alone. So it was like maybe a year later, after we got done, when we got done talking and he got out with his relationship, he hit me up and he was just like, it was one night, it was like 9 at night or something like that, 9 o'clock at night, and he hit me up and he was just like, hey, and I was just like, he's texting me, hey. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, hey. He's like, how are you? I missed you. I'm like, oh, I'm good. And I was like, you miss me? And he's just like, yeah. He's like, I really do miss you and whatever. What are you doing right now? I was like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just on Twitter, just retweeting shit, you know, do things on Twitter. And he was like, oh, well, since you're not doing nothing, do you want to go hang out? And I was just like, hang out? Like, what do you mean by hang out? Like, what are you trying to do? You know how when we hear hang out, this means a lot of different things for hanging out. And he was just like, well, we could just talk and just catch up. And, you know, he's like, honestly, you want me to be real with you? I really want to see what you're working with, since we ain't never did it before. Remember, when we were talking, we never did anything other than be on the phone, talk, and hung out, and went to the mall together, I think maybe once or twice. And we hung out at a friend's house, too. But that was a long time ago. So he was just like, yeah, so I just want to hang out, you know, see what you're working with. At the time, I was just like, I'm single, I can do whatever I want, I'm living my best life. Why not? Let's do it. And he's all right, bet, I'm on my way. Mind you, he lives 30 minutes from the place I was staying at my mom's house at the time. He was 30 minutes away from there. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna be there in 30 minutes. be ready. Getting dressed, whoop de whoop whoop. Let my mom know like, hey, I'm finna leave. At this time, since I was old enough, my mom was just like, all right, just text me when you're back home, or make sure you take your keys because I'm gonna go to sleep. Whatever. And this was a school night too. So he gets here and he's just like, I'm outside. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm honestly like walking to the car. I'm like, dang, I haven't seen this dude like in a year. I want to see if he looks different from his snap. He looks like he looked different. He's just like, hey, gives me a hug. He's like, you smell good. I'm like, oh, you smell good. So he was just like, I've been good, yada, yada, yada. He's like, we can leave all that talking for when we get there. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I'm like, okay, so where are we going? He's like, we can go to the airport, or go to the airport. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Literally the whole drive there was silence. He had the music on and I was on my phone and he was listening to his music and just driving. Cause I mean, I guess it was just kind of like, we pretty much know a lot about each other. There's nothing much really going on from a, y'all would think in a year difference a lot has changed, but really for me nothing has really changed other than my ways and how I was doing things. And I wasn't dating anyone at the time either. And him, so we get to the airport and he's like, there's like a lot of police officers here, so we're not gonna be able to do it. And I'm just like, okay, well then where we're gonna go? We can't go to my house because my mom doesn't know you like that and she don't be allowing nobody in her house if she don't know you. He's like, well, we can't do it at my house because I stay with my grandma and my mom and they don't know you. If they knew you, they would have been okay with it, but they don't know you. I was like, well, then what are we gonna do? He's like, oh, I know a place by my house where it's a long driveway that nobody parks at. It's literally a driveway. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So we were driving over there, and this time now we're like talking. I don't even remember what we were talking about. We were talking, I just remember laughing about something. We were talking, so we get there and he was just like, okay, so we're here, we parked the car. And this driveway, it's kind of like a circle that just go on forever. Almost like, there's like houses around, but they were far from where we were at. Like almost like a dead end, but a circle dead end, if it makes sense. So we park and we're like talking now, and like 5 minutes into the talk, and I'm just like, okay, I'm done talking, let's do it, I'm ready. And he's just like, oh, you're ready? Okay. I was like, yeah, I'm hot and ready. I'm a Little Caesars. Let's do it. I'm hot and ready. So I jump into the back seat and he's just like, all right, shit, whatever. He jumps into the back seat too. So, you know, we're like kissing and doing stuff that leads on to sex, obviously. And like we're like 20 minutes in, ready, the first round, boom, done. Now we're going in for the second. We're going. Oh. Mom, if you're watching this, any of my family members watching this, I'm so sorry. But so we're going into the second round. So this time I'm like looking, I see this car and I'm just like, there's a car coming, like stop, there's a car coming. And he was just like, just let them drive past, you don't gotta stop. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Turns out it was just a regular car driving past, whatever. Then the second time the car comes and I'm like, yo, this car has lights on, like there's red and blue lights. And he's just like, it's nothing, you know, still trying to get all up on me. I'm just like, no, dude, like for real. All we hear, I was like, the car parked. And he was just like, you're lying. Car parks, and the police officer, like, it was like, I don't know how fast, he got fast to our car door, like really, really fast. As he was walking, he was like, oh shit. So he pulls up his pants and I'm like, fuck. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. When we went in the back, I immediately took off all my clothes, and I threw them to the front seat. And I also forgot to mention when he told me he was outside, I asked him, should I bring my wallet or not? Usually I bring my wallet everywhere, and after this I continue to bring my wallet everywhere. But I asked him, like, should I bring my wallet? He's like, no, don't bring your wallet. What do you need to bring your wallet for? We're just gonna chill and have sex and talk. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna leave my wallet then. Mind you, I should have brought my fucking wallet. So back to the story. So yeah, I had thrown my clothes to the front seat, I didn't think we would ever get caught, not thinking that I should have kept my clothes in the back so I could hurry and get dressed and make it look like we weren't doing nothing. Also, to throw in it before I get back into it, he smokes a lot of weed, so his car smells like fucking. Anyways, so hey, we're in the back seat. He's pulling it back on his because he only had on his boxers at the time, but he had his pants back there, so he pulled back up his pants. And the officer like opens the door. I'm just like, why is the door not locked anyways? The officer opens the door. Oh my gosh, if I ever have kids, they better not ever do this. The officer opens the door. He flashes the light. Remind you, I am butt ass naked. He flashes the light on both of us. Old dudes are here twisting his hair, just looking around. And the officer he's a white officer, and he was like looking and smelling the car because it smelled like weed. And he was just like, y'all couldn't do this at home? Literally flashing the light at both of us. And Bobby's smart ass mouth said, ha ha ha, no, that's why we're doing it here. And this is a time where police were killing. A lot of police violence going on at the time. And I'm thinking in my head, like, dude, why would you say that? We're black. He's a white cop. He can kill us right now. And so the officer was like, oh, okay. He's like, do you have your ID on you, sir? He was just like, yeah. Mind you, he has on basketball shorts. He digs in your pocket. Everybody knows, well, at least for me, my family always taught me that if a police officer asks for something and it's not in arm reach, ask them if they can go get it for you so you won't look like you're grabbing a weapon. And that's pretty much what, if you grab for something and the police is right there, they stick it in his pocket. He's like, yeah, I think I got it in my pocket. And he's like, no, it's not. And he reaches for the glove box and he's just like, I think it's in the glove box. He reaches for it. Thank God this police officer was cool and didn't pull out a gun on him, because he would have just shot him. So he's reaching for it, and I'm just like, oh my god, what if this cop pulls out his gun? Is he gonna kill him? So he comes back, he's like, oh, actually no, it is in my pocket. So he gives it to him, and the dude was like, okay, sir, step out the car. He was like, flashing light on me. I'm still butt ass naked. He flashes light on me. He's like, man, do you have your ID on you? I was like, no, I don't have my ID on me. I left my wallet at home, but I promise that I'm the age of 18. He was like, when's your birthday? And I told him, and he's like, oh, okay. He's like, sir, get out the car. Let me talk to you really quick. So he gets out the car, they close the door, and I'm like rushing from the front seat, putting on my clothes. I'm like, oh my god, we're finna get arrested. He's gonna call my mom. It looks bad because I don't have my ID with me and it's in my wallet. Why didn't I bring my fucking wallet? I'm like freaking out inside the car, like freaking out. And also while I'm freaking out, I'm listening to what he's talking to him. He's just standing outside the door twisting his hair. Like, he's like chilling, like he's not freaked out about it. So I see the officers go to his car to like run him to see if he has anything on his record. He doesn't have nothing on his record, good thing. And like maybe like 10 minutes, I was sitting in the car just thinking. I'm on my phone like texting, like, who should I text? Oh, I can't text nobody. I just need to just relax. Is he gonna call my mom? I'm just like freaking out at this point. So I hear the police give him his ID bag, and the police walks away, and he sat in his car. So he gets in the car, and he's like get in the front seat. I was like, why? What happened? He's just like, he's letting us go, but we have literally 30 seconds to get up out of here or he's gonna arrest us. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So he's like, where's my shirt? Throw him his shirt. I hop back in the front seat, and he's like driving, and the police officer is like watching us as we like pull out. And when I told you we got out of there fast, Like, it was like 2 seconds that we got out of that driveway. So as we're like driving back, and I'm just like, what did he say to you? And he was just like, that y'all shouldn't be doing this at home. Y'all can just go home and do all of that, and that don't let him ever catch us again, because we can get arrested for that and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And we're like laughing about the whole situation, because we're just like, what? I was more embarrassed than I was laughing, because I was butt ass naked. This white officer seen me butt ass naked, and I'm in the car having sex. Smells like hella weed in here. I'm butt ass naked, and this officer sees me. I'm already embarrassed. So yeah, we were just like laughing about the whole situation. And after that, I was just like, I'm so sorry. He's like, nah, we good. He's like, this is something funny we can just tell our kids to in the future. Like, he's like, I'm actually kind of glad that it happened, because it's wild. Who do you know who got caught having sex by the police in their car? I was like, yeah, you're right. So, just laughed about it. So he drops me off at home. He was just like, well, I had fun. This was a great time. Hopefully we hang out again and whatever. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, same to you. Get home safely. After that night, we ain't talked for like maybe like 2 weeks. And then he hit me up, and he was just like, so you want to try? At the time, I was just like, I wasn't feeling it. It was like 2 a.m. this time when he asked me. And I was just like, nah, I'm good. And he was like, all right, whatever. And like to this day, we're still like really good friends. We don't talk as much, but we're good friends. And that was fun. It was embarrassing. I just told y'all in a very embarrassing story, but I have plenty more embarrassing stories if you guys would like to hear that. Also got like vlogs I want to do and challenges, mukbangs or mukbang, however you call. I'm gonna be doing some of those, and I'm gonna do a lot of collabs too as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. So this is how I got caught having sex by the police. Hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe, comment what you guys like to see in the next video, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.
You stand in my way, I'ma die by that. I put that shit on my soul. Heard you was ratting to get out of jail, but you know these pussy niggas get exposed. Live by it, die by it, that be the code. No faith in people, cause people gon' fold. I love my brothers, hope they never fold. The good die young, I might never get old. All of